pharmaceutical industry is notoriously slow. 10 years and $2 billion to bring a single drug to market. That is the traditional baseline, a model defined by extreme risk, massive capital expenditure, and crippling bottlenecks. For decades, ambitious executives accepted this sluggish pace as the inescapable cost of doing business in a highly regulated, scientifically complex environment. You are likely facing similar entrenched inefficiencies in your own industry, where legacy processes and outdated technological frameworks suffocate rapid innovation. Moderna refused to accept that timeline. They engineered an AI-driven revolution that fundamentally shattered the traditional pharmaceutical R&D paradigm. By treating biology as an information technology, they did not just accelerate a single pipeline. They rewired the entire enterprise around artificial intelligence and machine learning. This was not a peripheral IT project. It was a core strategic imperative that transformed them into a biotech juggernaut capable of unprecedented drug discovery speed. The resulting efficiency is not just an operational win, it is the ultimate competitive moat. When you compress a decade of development into mere months, you dictate the market landscape. Moderna achieved this by integrating predictive algorithms into every layer of their organization, from molecular design to clinical trial logistics. Their trajectory provides a definitive blueprint for any enterprise seeking to leverage AI for relentless automation and decisive market dominance. To understand this transformation, you must look at their foundational approach to mRNA vaccines. Messenger RNA is essentially biological software, a set of instructions telling cells how to produce specific proteins. Moderna recognized early that if mRNA is code, then AI is the ultimate compiler. They deployed sophisticated machine learning models to analyze vast data sets of genomic sequences, searching for the optimal genetic instructions to combat specific pathogens. This sequence optimization relies on deep learning architectures capable of navigating billions of potential molecular combinations. The algorithms evaluate variables like codon usage, secondary structure stability, and immune system evasion. Instead of relying on manual trial and error in a wet lab, researchers use these models to simulate and predict the efficacy of countless molecular designs in silico. The AI narrows millions of possibilities down to the few most viable candidates in hours. This computational triage drastically reduces the time and cost barriers inherent in early-stage research. By the time a physical compound is synthesized for testing, the probability of success has been exponentially amplified. The financial return on this predictive capability is staggering, eliminating millions of dollars in wasted materials and lost labor hours. You can apply this exact principle of algorithmic filtering to your own product development cycles, minimizing risk before capital is ever deployed. The echoes of those initial data hurdles still resonate across the broader industry. Competitors who failed to digitize their foundational research are now scrambling to catch up. Moderna's foresight to build a proprietary data infrastructure specifically tuned for machine learning ingestion gave them an insurmountable head start. AI is useless without high-quality structured data, and their early investment in digital architecture became the bedrock of their current dominance. Consider their approach to protein structure prediction. Understanding how a protein folds is critical for designing effective therapeutics, a challenge that traditionally took years of painstaking crystallographic analysis. Moderna integrated advanced generative AI models to predict these three-dimensional structures with unprecedented accuracy. This capability allows their scientists to reverse engineer vaccines and therapeutics based on the precise physical architecture of target viruses. The deployment of these predictive models bypasses a massive bottleneck in the drug discovery pipeline. When a new pathogen emerges, the genetic sequence is fed into the AI, which immediately begins modeling the corresponding protein structures and generating potential mRNA sequences to target them. This rapid iteration was the exact mechanism that allowed them to design their COVID-19 vaccine candidate in just 2 days after receiving the viral genome. That level of acceleration redefines what is biologically and commercially possible on a global scale. It transitions a company from a perpetually reactive stance to a highly proactive posture, capable of anticipating and neutralizing threats before they scale into crises. For your enterprise, the equivalent is using advanced predictive analytics to identify market disruptions or supply chain vulnerabilities in real time, pivoting your strategic resources before competitors even recognize the shifting landscape. Scaling this capability required more than just a few isolated algorithms. It demanded an enterprise-wide operating system. Moderna built an internal platform known as the Drug Design Studio, a centralized digital hub that democratizes AI access across the organization. This platform allows scientists, even those without deep coding expertise, to leverage powerful machine learning tools for sequence design and data analysis through an intuitive interface. By centralizing these tools, they eliminated the dangerous data silos that plague legacy enterprises. The Drug Design Studio ensures that every experiment, whether a success or a failure, feeds back into the central data repository, continuously training and refining the overarching AI models. This creates a closed-loop system where the entire organization learns collectively, preventing redundant efforts and ensuring compliance and data security at scale. The automation facilitated by this centralized platform translates to massive operational leverage. Researchers spend their time analyzing high-level insights and making strategic decisions rather than manually formatting datasets or running basic statistical regressions. This augmentation of human intelligence allows a relatively lean team of scientists to output the workload of an R&D department 10 times their size, driving extraordinary capital efficiency. That market segment's unique challenges still shaped their approach to physical production. Designing a drug in a computer is only half the battle. Manufacturing millions of doses at clinical grade requires absolute precision. Moderna extended their AI integration directly into the manufacturing floor, deploying computer vision and sensor networks to monitor the production of lipid nanoparticles, the crucial delivery vehicles for their mRNA therapeutics. These automated quality control systems analyze real-time telemetry from the bioreactors, detecting microscopic anomalies that human operators could never perceive. If a temperature fluctuation or pressure variance threatens the integrity of a batch, the AI can autonomously adjust the parameters or halt the process before millions of dollars in product are ruined. This level of intelligent automation ensures consistent quality while maximizing yield. Furthermore, they utilize sophisticated predictive maintenance algorithms to monitor the mechanical health of their manufacturing equipment. By continuously analyzing vibration patterns, thermal signatures, and acoustic anomalies, the AI predicts mechanical failures weeks before they actually occur. Maintenance teams can then schedule targeted repairs during planned operational downtime, completely eliminating catastrophic line stoppages and ensuring a continuous, highly reliable supply chain for critical therapeutics. This seamless integration of AI from digital design to physical manufacturing creates a resilient, highly adaptive enterprise architecture. It proves that artificial intelligence is not just a research tool. It is a comprehensive operational strategy that touches every node of the value chain. When you align your digital intelligence with your physical operations, you create an agile infrastructure capable of scaling aggressively without fracturing under pressure. However, the most sophisticated algorithms are useless without the human capital to wield them. The true bottleneck for AI adoption is rarely technological. It is cultural. Moderna recognized that to become a true AI-first company, they had to aggressively upskill their entire workforce. They could not rely solely on a siloed team of data scientists. They needed every employee to think algorithmically. To solve this, they launched an internal AI academy, a comprehensive educational initiative designed to integrate machine learning fluency across all departments. From legal and finance to human resources and marketing, employees are trained on how to identify automation opportunities and leverage AI tools within their specific workflows. This initiative transforms the entire workforce into active participants in the company's digital transformation. The ROI of this cultural shift is profound. When a financial analyst uses a large language model to automate quarterly reporting, or a legal team uses natural language processing to accelerate contract review, the compound efficiency gains across the enterprise are staggering. This distributed innovation model empowers frontline employees to solve granular inefficiencies, freeing executive leadership to focus on high-level strategic growth. The lessons from that initial pilot never faded as they expanded globally. Moderna's relentless focus on AI integration has established a new operational standard for the pharmaceutical industry, and the implications extend far beyond biotechnology. Their success proves that deep tech integration is the only viable path forward for legacy industries facing complex, high-stakes challenges. You are witnessing the dawn of a new era where algorithmic supremacy dictates absolute market leadership. The companies that survive and thrive over the next decade will be those that view AI not as a peripheral IT expense, but as the core engine of their overarching business strategy. Moderna did not just use artificial intelligence to build a highly effective vaccine. They used it to build an entirely new type of resilient enterprise, one engineered from the ground up for maximum velocity and infinite scale. This blueprint is available to you. The technologies they pioneered, from generative design and predictive analytics to automated quality control and enterprise-wide upskilling, are accessible and scalable across any B2B sector. The strategic mandate for your organization is clear. You must ruthlessly audit your value chain, identify the data bottlenecks, and deploy targeted AI solutions to automate, accelerate, and optimize every process. Hesitation is the greatest risk to your enterprise. While you deliberate over pilot programs and proof-of-concept studies, your competitors are actively training the models that will eventually render your legacy processes obsolete. The barrier to entry for enterprise AI has never been lower, but the penalty for inaction has never been higher. You must move with deliberate speed to secure your data infrastructure and embed algorithmic decision-making into your corporate DNA. The future belongs to the relentless. By adopting a comprehensive AI strategy, you can compress your own development cycles, eliminate operational friction, and unlock unprecedented capital efficiency. Moderna proved that when you combine bold visionary leadership with aggressive technological execution, you can redefine the boundaries of your industry. The tools to engineer your own market dominance are already here. It is time to deploy them.